All right, here we go. This should be fun. I got everything working. Don't worry, someone's going to complain. So, what happened to your face? Did you get like poison ivy or something? Oh. Oh shit, that sucks, Shrek. That's brutal. That really sucks. All right. So, pay-per-view starting now. Let's get it going. Maddie, what's going on, dude? Oh, I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped. I know meth is down, I know. Yep. Basically, that's the deal. Discord right now is like very much people annoyed. People in the Discord are just like, what the hell? I don't know what to tell you. Go back? You make it seem like it's an old girlfriend, Shrek. It's... You make it seem like you're going back to your old girlfriend or something like that. Like... Going back to old reliable. Yeah, we just watched that too, Maddie. Dude, Tate's face looked absolutely busted. That girl is bleeding everywhere. Dana, what's going on? Maddie, I'm not a super like knowledgeable MMA guy, so excuse me for saying stuff that maybe is stupid, but like, why didn't she? Clearly she couldn't do the stand-up game. Like the stand-up game was not going to work for her. Why not try to change it up and try to go to the ground a little bit more? Like, I don't know. I don't know her opponent that well. Like, even when MMA has a card that's not like the biggest card, it's still really good fights. Like good fights all the way around. There was very few fights today that I saw that I was like, oh man, that's not great. It's solid, I think. Okay. I was like, why doesn't she try to go? At least that's what people are talking about in Discord. They're like, she's not going to the ground at all. What the hell? I'm just like, dude, I don't know enough. I don't know enough about her like past. What do you mean, Shrek? What happened? Like crystal clear and awesome? Is that what you're talking about? So, oh, this fight's gonna be incredible, dude. Minnie, it's gonna be so good. I did not have that problem, Shrek. So, the only people, let me look at this undercard a little bit more. I believe Isaac Dogbe is one of the bigger names on this undercard. I'm expecting them to kind of, you know, especially top ranked, to showcase stables, individuals that they have that they want to kind of give a little bit of shine to. Okay. Here's the first fight. Second fight is Hassan and Dam is a guy that I know they're trying to like. I think him and this other guy I don't know all that well. Booker, yeah, dude. And then, yeah, there's not a lot. I mean, this card is not, this pay-per-view card is not worth $70. It is not a $70 card. Hey, what's going on, Tyler? How you doing, man? Just checking Discord. Everything's working in Discord, so I'm just hoping this will be a blast tonight and that we'll get the fight that I think we're gonna get from Shawn Porter versus Crawford. It's worth 20. And all that money is the only, yeah, yes, exactly. Absolutely, it's worth $20. Absolutely. Jimmy Lennon in the house. You know, we're still recovering from the Wilder loss. Look, it's not like he didn't have moments. He hit Fury with bombs. I mean, he hit him with a few big bombs. You know? So, one hand, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. How much is it to see the fight? $70 if you want to pay for the pay-per-view. The same security guard from the Wilder Fury fight. Do you notice the same? That's funny. Well, I mean, it's Vegas. It's probably the same, you know, MGM Grand. Fury he has some dirty tactics to him. There's no question about that. Pro tip, don't pay for the pay-per-view. Yeah. That's true. Crawford late stoppage. That is what I have in my YouTube video fight prediction. That is what I have for my prediction. Because I think that people underestimate Crawford's power. I really think that they talk about his skills and everything like that, but they don't talk enough about how hard he hits. His last 8 fights have all been stoppages. So, you know. Crawford is a bad dude. He is a bad dude. The thing that's great about Crawford is when he starts making the fight personal. You can see that moment where Crawford goes from being like, okay, I'm not doing my best right here. I just gave up a couple rounds, and he just like click, switch, here we go. Let's go. And you just see, that's my favorite. Wolf, what's going on? It's one of my favorite things about Bud is watching him go through the gears and like click up a notch. It's just so impressive to see. Compared to, like, that's what makes good boxers great boxers, is when you can see them literally go through the gear and like kick it up a notch, and you're like, wow. You can see it. You can see the levels, just the way he goes through them. Raymond better win. Yeah, exactly. It's like they literally shifted the car into another gear. It's like, okay. Steve-O, what's up? I just looked at the card for these fights, and man, the spread on all of these fights is ridiculous. Like it's like negative 1,000 on every single one of these. I did not see the Isaac Dogbe. We were watching the UFC fights. I was making dinner during that time. 4 fights. This could have been Crawford Spence. Don't remind me. Yeah. For such a good like main event, this is a horrible card. This is, and I should say it's a card that could have been stacked with better names. You know, don't add salt to the wound. Hey, I'm hoping that Bud goes in there, does really well. And look, Spence hasn't fought in a year. Maybe they get it done in spring. That's me being optimistic. You know, all the good names in Loma's. Dude, Loma has usually pretty decent cards. And I don't know if that's partially because he doesn't ask for as much money. His last fight against Nakatani, he only made $500,000, I believe. I should say, he got paid before, bonuses and everything else. So it's also that probably Shrek to a degree. Because I'm guessing Terence Crawford asked for a lot of money. I'm sure when he restructured his contract, he made sure to be like, hey, you're going to pay me this time, and you're going to pay me really well. I'm tired of the bull, Bob. You talking smack about losing money on my fights. Like, you're going to pay me to stay here. You know? What is this? Canelo Alvarez reveals he'll ever fight Tyson Fury. This can't be real. Come on, man. That would be silly. You know? They do have Josh Taylor in the house. He was just doing commentary. They say Bud for Josh Taylor. That's a huge fight in the UK. That's a huge fight anywhere, Dana, in my opinion. Josh Taylor's really introduced himself pretty well to the American fan base. He's not like a casual fans, big fan with casuals, but he's introduced himself very well to the American fan base, in my opinion. And that's because he fights hard. He goes like a million miles an hour when he's in the ring, and he stops guys. He gets big stops, and he looks good doing it. I'm definitely a big Josh Taylor fan. He is my type of fighter. For sure. Fight to fight deal with Top Rank. That makes sense. I mean, that makes sense with their relationship. You know, rather see Josh Taylor fight Crawford over Crawford versus Spence. Ooh, that would be a good fight. I mean, it would be easier fight to probably make just because it's all in house. People don't like Josh Taylor's take that he has on Twitter occasionally, but you know. George Foreman versus Cesar Chavez. Maybe something like that. Criminally underrated. I agree. He's pretty underrated by a lot of people. A lot of times I feel like he is pretty disrespected on the pound for pound list. I think that's pretty good take, Wolf. Guy in blue is already guessed. They're both in blue. That Usyk fought Shawn Porter in the amateurs. I have been told that, which is crazy to think that Shawn Porter was at that kind of like higher weight class, considering how tall he is. It's pretty nuts. Shrek. Blue, white waistband. They both, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Baby blue, or are we talking royal blue? So, he must have been a thick boy. He must have been as thick as a goddamn Snickers bar at that point. Like that's crazy to think Shawn Porter being at like a higher weight class. In the first, yeah. Yeah, I love, don't get me wrong, I love Shawn Porter, but that's not the weight class for him. That is not the weight class for him. He fits welterweight really well. He's not the tallest guy, but he is like he's really strong. And he fits that weight class really well because you can tell because his engine is really solid. He doesn't gas out. Like, you don't see Shawn Porter like gas out brutally. You're watching garbage undercard fights right now. You know, typical top rank. You know, they have Ugas over Taylor, that's pretty criminal. Who is that has that? Is that BoxRec or is that a certain entity that has that? BoxRec's pound for pound list it's so yeah. I think pound for pound lists are stupid and are over hyped, and people talk about them way too much, way too much in the boxing world, and they're just getting silly fights. The fight has started, the undercard has started, so they had the prelims already, and now we are on the main card. So we're watching it right now. This is one of, I believe, 4 fights. So, Ugas versus Virgil. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Virgil. Shawn Porter beat Ugas. Please read the rules for chat. Yet again, please read the rules for chat. All right, WBC has changed their cruiserweight limit from 200 to 190. That kind of makes sense to suit Canelo. I don't have a problem with it being a little bit lower, but they'll have to be in Bridger weight. Don't call me brother. Show the fight. I know. Everything is in Discord. It's literally when you click to start the chat, it literally tells you to go to the Discord and to not ask for links, and don't try to ask to see it on the screen. It's like the first thing that pops up before you can even say that you want to do a chat. So, Certified, thanks for the follow, by the way. I appreciate that. I got Bud, 8th round. Okay. 8 rounds to 4, unanimous decision. That's not a bad take. I think especially early on, we're gonna see Crawford maybe start a little bit slow. So, you know, want to bet Canelo goes for that 1 WBC belt at Bridger, so he is technically undisputed. Not a bad idea. Shrek, now you're thinking like a boxing promoter. You've been around the game long enough that you're thinking like a true boxing promoter. Porter's gonna knock out Crawford. I'm just saying, this is to be controversial. Hey, if you want to have a controversial take, that's a pretty good one. The money, if you put the actual, like, even if you put $10 down, the money would be amazing. And it's not like Crawford hasn't had his chin checked. He had his chin checked against Gamboa, who's not known to have a really hard hitting power. I mean, if Gamboa can make Crawford's legs do a little dance, you know, anything's possible. Plot twist, Shrek is Canelo. They're both kings, exactly. Any fighters at Bridger weight? Any good fighters? No. Yeah, Porter's it's been a minute for sure. It's been a minute. During my YouTube video, I had to do some research on him, and just in general, Crawford has a 30% KO percentage higher than Porter. Porter's in the 40s, I believe like 43% or something around those lines. Bud's like 72% or something like that. It's pretty significant when you look at it. You know? So, well, they've tried. I mean, I hope we get a bunch of knockouts in this on this undercard. Like just a bunch of knockouts, get all these fights out of the way so we can get to the good one. The main event. That way I don't have to stream for 6 hours. That'd be nice. Minnie, are you I can't tell if you're genuinely asking, like, or you're just like joking around on the Andrade fight. By the way, did anyone else see in Discord? We had someone that was actually in the Discord that was there at the fight. Okay, I thought you were joking. I was like, wait, what? I was like, I thought you were there at the stream last night. Do you guys see that photo that one of the guys? You missed the Andrade fight? Oh God, you didn't miss anything. So someone that's in our Discord was literally at the fight in New Hampshire and watched the entire card in person. And he said, this is talking about what he had to say. Let me see. He took a picture. He literally showed that he was at the fight. He had a photo of himself. Here we go. He's showing Andrade holding up his belt. Behind Andrade, the entire crowd behind him is non-existent. There's no crowd. He said he lives in Boston and he wanted to see Ray Martinez in particular. He said, honestly, man, it's depressed. It's depressing. It's so depressing to see this because this guy has no fans. It was like very unclear whether Andrade fans are more like Puerto Ricans for Arreo or Irish for Quigley. So most of the fans there were Puerto Ricans for Arreo. They were not there for Andrade. And he said it was like, I asked him like, was there tons of like, there weren't a ton of people? Yeah, you could kind of see that. And he's just like, yeah, there weren't people there. And the thing about that is that Andrade is from New England. So, usually if you have like New England's pretty good about that stuff. They support local fighters and stuff like that pretty big. And it's not like it's a big distance away. We're talking like a couple hours, like 2-hour drive. Yeah, there's no damage being done in this fight whatsoever. So it's pretty obvious to me that Andrade just really did not bring in anyone for that fight last night. I'm sure it was fairly affordable tickets too. So kind of tells you something. That's why when people always say, oh yeah, Andrade offered Canelo $40 million to fight. I'm just like, no, you're not going to tell me that happened. Like, I'm not going to believe you about that at all. Because Andrade can't even fill up a crowd in New Hampshire. I could knock these guys out. Yeah. YouTube down bad. YouTube was pretty rough last night for a little bit. Oh, Bloom, how you doing, dude? Day's been good. It's really like hardcore, starting to look a little bit like winter here in Minnesota. So No big snowstorms yet, but it's pretty cold. So big Kahuna giver. I don't know anything about Gib I don't know anything about Gib whatsoever. I know nothing about that kid. I guess he's a YouTuber. I don't know anything about any content he's ever made ever. So I can't talk to him at all about him at all. He's a god. Okay, so a little bit of info came out from Bob Arum saying that he wants Core Stevenson to fight Loma. I think it's a phenomenal fight. I think that's a phenomenal fight. And then he wants Oscar Valdez versus Navarrete. I think that's phenomenal. If we can get half the fights that people are promising right now, we're going to have a great next year. 2022 is going to be a monster year for boxing. 2021 was unbelievably good. Even Porter's bored watching this. He is. Main events. Well, we're watching the undercard right now, so probably in a couple hours. Probably about 2 hours. So, a British Arab 25-year-old FIFA YouTuber. Oh, okay. Used to be overweight. He's 5'8", has T-Rex arms, and has no punching power. Basically a less gifted version of KSI. Gotcha. Don't talk shit about him. Well, FIFA is just a monster game. Who I got in the main event? I have Crawford winning by late stoppage. I think that we're gonna have a slow start from Crawford, and Porter's gonna steal some rounds right off the bat, and then you're just gonna see Crawford just build. Kind of like a little bit like what we even saw with Kavalaskis fight. This fight might be over pretty soon. Let's hope. Yeah, there's a cut. There's some blood at least. So they hit hard enough to at least do that. So I'm hoping we're gonna get a stop pitch here soon. I mean, this guy's so gassed. They're gonna stop it. Yes. Let's go, baby. Not the best stoppage. It's kind of a trash stop. That's kind of a trash stop. Like that's pretty horrid. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm happy because now we're closer to watching the main event, but I feel bad for this guy. It's definitely leaving a 1-star review of the ref. Yeah, that was horrifically bad. He's pissed. Comment of the day. Yeah, that is comment of the day, tall kid. That was, I don't know what, I have no idea what frickin' Bradley's watching right now. Let's see what Twitter's gonna be going ballistic right now. By the way, I have a great tweet to read you guys. It's from Chris Mannix. It's maybe the worst tweet I've seen. I don't know, ever. Let's see. Oh, it hasn't hit Twitter quite yet. I'll read you guys the tweet from Chris Mannix, which I had to make fun of because it's so bad that I can't believe he actually posted it, and it's still up. Okay, so Chris Mannix said, quote unquote. He said, "Good morning. Boo Boo Andrade versus Charlo is the biggest fight in boxing. Full stop." Boo Boo Andrade versus Charlo is the biggest fight in boxing. Full stop. That is Chris Mannix's take. That's a horrible take. No, he's not. He's serious, man. Chris Mannix, the only reason I follow Chris Mannix is because he says some of the dumbest stuff I've ever seen. There's so many better fights that could be made than that fight. I'm not saying that's a bad fight. I'm just saying it's not the best possible fight to be made in boxing. Earl Spence versus Crawford, better. I mean, Usyk versus Fury, better. Hell, AJ versus, I would say AJ versus Wilder would be a better fight to make. That would be an amazing fight to watch. Chris needs some Christ. I basically was like, I want to smoke whatever Chris Mannix is smoking right now. He must have waked and baked for that. That was a horrible stoppage. I'm glad we're done with a little bit of the undercard, but that's shit. A take from Boxing Rant is that the lights inside the arena are obnoxious. Top Rank should have issued a seizure warning. Chris is Boo Boo's. He's not only his only fan, he's his biggest fan. That was a garbage stoppage. Like, don't get me wrong, right? I'm glad we're moving forward in the card. But I also have to look at the fact that this guy, right, gets to be on a Crawford undercard, right? Probably the most recognition he's going to get as a fighter. That's a huge deal. You get to be on a Boo Boo. You get to be on a Crawford undercard. That's awesome. And now you just got stopped when you could have easily kept on going. Man, look at this next fight. Negative 3,000 is the money line. That's bad. That's when you know you're putting on garbage cards. A negative 3,000. A negative 3,000. I don't know if I've seen a negative 3,000 before. Like, that's insane to me. That's insane. That is a... So, Shaka, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. So, this next kid, I know they're trying to build him up. He's probably gonna get stoppage or KO, so that's good. Shrek, you're the only person I know that uses frickin' Bing. I don't know. I don't think I've ever used Bing in my life. I've just never used it. Yeah, special. Yes. Can you tell me why you use it? Is it just like you just prefer it? Like, what about it like intrigues you to be like, I gotta use this, I gotta use this? Ah, perfect. Better for that? Gotcha. I was trying to figure it out. I'm like, I don't know. So Internet Explorer. I'm using Vista. Oh, this is cool footage of Shawn Porter back in the day boxing. It's Matt. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Dude, I love Shawn Porter's style. I have Porter being stopped. That was my take on my my prediction video. Was I think Shawn Porter gets stopped late. Bud Crawford has stopped his last 8 opponents and hasn't gone the distance since 2016 when he went the distance with Victor Postal. You know? You think that David Benavidez will beat Canelo? I think it's a fun fight. I haven't seen Benavidez show me in his last fight in particular. I wasn't super impressed with him, but Canelo brings out the best in fighters. So I'm curious to see what happens. So it's really one of the best fights that can be made. If you're David Benavidez, you've basically, so WBC said that Benavidez would be the mandatory for Canelo. Canelo said, or I should say Eddie Reynoso said, we're moving up to cruiserweight. We're doing a cruiserweight fight. So I don't think Charlo is as Charlo hasn't shown me that he can beat Canelo. And he definitely doesn't have the size to beat Canelo. So David Benavidez, I mean, he's a former champion, so I think that gives him a little bit of clout, but what do you think if Spence fought Bud? I think we would get a great fight. Spence is the only person I see currently at 147 that I think could beat Crawford. I think Boots, I think Virgil Ortiz I think we'd get a really good fight. There's a possibility there as well. If Crawford were to fight Josh Taylor, I think it'd be a really good fight, but Spence is the one I would probably feel more confident in than anyone, purely just because I've seen him a little bit more at this weight class, prove himself a little bit more. I would say Josh Taylor would probably be pretty darn close too. So I mean, Spence is a large welterweight. Like he's a big welterweight. He is a big boy. He's strong. He's long. The big thing with Crawford is Crawford has a huge reach. People don't realize how long Crawford's arms are. And he throws those whipping hooks and they're just like so on point. His timing's amazing. It would be a really, really good fight. It would be a really, really good fight. So I could beat Crawford round 1 KO. I believe it, Minnie. Hell yeah, Shrek. I need to get back to doing that myself. So, they're doing a lot of filler right now. Which they need to get it going a little bit. Oh, I'm super ripped. I got a 15 pack. All that stuff. They're doing a lot of anytime Mark Kriegler talks, I'm just like, get me away from this. Lost to Taylor because I'm oh dude. You know what though? Ramirez had some really good moments in that Taylor fight. Like Jose Ramirez has nothing to be ashamed of. Like Jose Ramirez is still a really, really good fighter. And damn if I'm not mistaken, is not a very good fighter that's walking in right now. He's gonna get crushed. But Jose Ramirez is still think about it. He's at 140. He looks good at 140. And there's a good chance that Josh Taylor vacates belts possibly. You know? The knockdowns, I thought for legit, I had Jose Ramirez winning that. I thought he was going to win that fight. I believe I picked him in my fight prediction video. And look, it's Josh Taylor he just was the better man. And both of them ate shots, huge shots. So eventually, you could tell pretty quickly, like this was not going to go all the way. This is not going to go all the way. You know who I'd love to see? Jose Ramirez versus Teofimo Lopez. Sign me up for that fight. That would be a great fight for Lopez to get kind of more introduced to that weight class. And if he wants to really step it up, Taylor and Tank. That will never happen. Taylor would win. Tank's too small. Tank needs to stay at 135, 130. He's not a 140 fighter. It was cute. He did, had that fight, everything like that. It was cute. Don't do it again. There's just no point to it. I think he needs to establish himself a little bit more at 130 or lightweight. Really. I think that I think Tank Davis is probably one of the pound for pound hardest hitting guys in all of boxing. For his size and his weight to hit as hard as he does, it's unreal how hard he hits. But when he moves, if he were to go against a guy like Josh Taylor, he was losing that fight. No, that's a good take. He definitely was losing that fight. And that's when, Floyd Mayweather, you started to see, something was going on and that fight was not going well when Floyd started coming over to the corner more regularly and eventually said to him right before he stopped him, said that round, you need to stop him. You need to stop him. And Tank delivered. That's one thing I will say about Tank. Tank showed me that he can box a lot better than I expected. What kind of lights am I using? So if you're looking for some good lighting, like I have in the background, they are just LED, digital lights. They are actually LED floodlights. And I can change the color with my phone. And they Bluetooth through your phone and you can just change to whatever color you want. And you control them remotely. And they just plug in. That's it. So, Trek, I'm having no problems whatsoever. Has a great chin. Yeah. Him against Tank. I think he beats Tank. He's just a better fighter. He's a better boxer, and I think he hits too hard. I believe this is the end dam that quits fights, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I can control the color of the lights just using my phone. So I could just say, make it this color. And then I could say, do the other one. Or both of them. So They're it's like the pair's like $30. Oh, that'd be kind of well, Mikey, man. Mikey had a really I don't think Mikey's gonna be going out there against Ramirez anytime soon. I don't think that Mikey's got to really figure out what his deal's gonna be now. I mean, he just lost to a complete no name. So, and don't get me wrong, I like Mikey Garcia a lot. I'm a Mikey Garcia fan. And like I thought, if you watch the stream, when I was right before that fight happened, I was saying, oh my god, this guy maybe has a 5 to 10% chance of beating Mikey max. No, not at his current age. He definitely won't be 50-0. That'd be a lot of fights he'd have to do. So this kid, they're hyping up big time. That aged horribly. I know. I've had a few takes that have aged horribly, but that one aged like milk. This guy that they're hyping up against Andam right now, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm going to butcher it. It's the Kazakhstan kid. He's supposed to be a really hard-hitting, heavy-hitting kid. He looks huge right now. He's a middleweight. He's supposed to be 160. He looks huge. Could win this fight easily. Yeah. Yeah, I've been there. Oh, Wolf, he did look good too. Yeah, he's that Triple G prodigy that I keep hearing that. He's got a little bit of that Triple G kind of style to him. The way he kind of hunches over. His body language looks very similar to like a Triple G style. Kid's pretty quick on his feet too for his size. I have a feeling we're going to see a pretty decent stoppage here. Has ducked a lot of fighters at 130, 135 and 140 during his pro. Yeah, I mean, Mikey had some good fights and he did pretty well, but I mean, when he said he was going to take on Earl Spence, I gave him a lot of credit. That's some balls to go after Earl Spence and go up 2 weight classes. I give the kid credit, but he was out of his depth, and it showed really quick. But if he fights Haney, probably won't happen. He's not a big enough name for that, but, I mean, Haney's going to stay at 135 as long as possible, and he's going to clutch onto that email belt as long as possible. Even if they know who he was from Kazakhstan. Yeah, he still, gives me that Golovkin vibe. Yeah, very much so. It's the way his hands are, like that lead hand's kind of down, that right hand's kind of up. His movement is kind of hunched over a little bit. He just got that. He got a very Triple G vibe to him. If he starts ripping the Andam's body apart with body shots, then he'll be very Triple G like. Haney seems like he's chasing all the other fighters, but the biggest problem with Haney is that I mean, now that he has the belt, he talks big. So I'd love to see what happens, but I don't know how much I believe and how much it's, Bike Life for real. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I don't believe Haney's whole stick about like everyone ducking him and like dodging him. I don't believe that. I think he's still vulnerable. I think he could be beat. But I will say that having WBC belt does make it mean like you should want to fight him. Like that does give him leverage, which I think is good. I hope Triple G wins his next fight. He should against Murata. It depends which version of if Triple G. If we get like the good Triple G, then yes. If we get an old looking Triple G, then no. What is this new Marvel movie? Are they doing They're doing a Hawkeye movie? No way. It's a Hawkeye show? Dude, I love Hawkeye. The Hawkeye comics are so good. Hawkeye, like the more recent comics are really, really, really good. Hawkeye has a great story too. Shang-Chi, baby. I haven't seen that one. I'm not a huge comics fan. I have a couple for sure. I'm done with Marvel content. I know I did say that, didn't I? Now I actually want to see that. For everyone, I know they're of course. I'm done with the movies. I do want to see Hawkeye though. I want to see how if they keep it true to the more recent content. If you don't know Hawkeye's story, him and his brother ran away from their dad when they were really little because he was an alcoholic, and they joined the circus. And that's how he learned how to trick shoot. So I'll have to check it out. Shrek, stop touching your face. This right now is looking like a super lopsided fight, and it's only the second round right now. And Dam's running around the ring. I don't think this is going to go very far. They're trying to praise Endom for boxing, but he's just, I mean, he's doing okay staying on the ropes and working off of them, but I'm just going to call this guy Baby Triple G. Or Triple G Jr., I guess, because I don't know how to say his last name. It's... And they're even butchering it as the commentators on it. So. Double G? I like that. Yeah, Double G. We got Double G. That's a really good one. 1G. Oh my god. You can see there's definitely 0.5 G, half G. First round was, yeah. Let's see if it picks up a little bit. These guys should be going a little bit harder tilt. I would expect a little bit more. Lowercase g. Don't ask G plus. Ratioed. What does the G say? I don't know, Shrek. What does the G say? I don't know, something quirky. There you go. I like that they're, you know, trying to build up this fight during the pay-per-view, but they should have been doing this like weeks beforehand. You know, 1-1 so far going into the third. Yeah, I have to say, and Dam definitely did a lot better that second round. I thought he was just running away. He's actually fighting off the ropes pretty well. Triple G's 3Ks. KK. Think of Triple G's last performance. He hasn't looked right since the last Canelo fight. He started to look kind of old. Did Top Rank decide they need to get all their 6 streams viewers hooked? I have no idea, man. This is, hey, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all, Shrek. Okay, let's see. Let's see if Double G can get this going right now. Mr. G. He's doing all right now, working him in the corner, but this, and Dam's like really taunting him. Alakazam over here. Why is his name Triple G instead of Double G? His middle name, I can't remember actually off the top of my head. That someone else can Google that. I'm dealing with too many systems right now. What do you think about Bud's fighting Boo Boo? If Earl Spence won't fight him, move up, take on Andrade, who no one will fight apparently. Bud, I think Bud's kind of like, I don't see him going up 2 weight classes. I don't see Bud going up 2 weight classes. I think if anything, he would maybe go up to 154. But he wouldn't go up 2 weight classes. I think the better take I would probably have, like, I could see Earl Spence going up to 160 eventually. Like, that's where I see, yeah. So the confusion there, why you thought like super welter, is because that's what Andrade used to be, and now he's 160, so he's a 2 weight world champion. So to be fair, he's fought at both weight classes. I'm guessing Bud Crawford just does not seem interested in doing anything but fighting at welterweight occasionally. This is the biggest test we've seen from Crawford in years. Like, this is the oh, that was a huge uppercut. Uh-oh, on Dom's hurt. He's hurt. That uppercut rocked him. His legs did a little dance. Bud's 35, so it's smaller. Yeah. He's on borrowed time. Fights. Crawford's career is in a nutshell. Will fight more than your dad visits you. At either welterweight, light middleweight, and above, use 10-ounce gloves instead of 8. Honestly, I'm actually fine with the glove system currently in terms of weight. The only people I think that need to have lighter gloves are women. Women's boxing needs lighter gloves. That's my take. So that's what I think. So, and Dom got pretty hurt that round. Power suddenly become huge in between 147 and 154. Now, well, at 154, I think you're starting to deal with bigger guys in general that walk around heavier than guys at welterweight. I mean, that's why it's you start to really see like a guy like Earl Spence looks huge, right? At welterweight when he fully gasses up for a fight, but he would not be that big. Like, he would not look that big compared to a 154. And the only reason I say 154, because basically you're a middleweight. You're basically a 160 middleweight that is able to eat, like, you know, a little bit less food to make sure that you can make that little bit of extra, you know, weight cut. So you're basically dealing with welters. Cisco, what's going on, dude? We're watching an okay undercard right now. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. And we have co-main next, and then we have the main event for possibly fight of the year. possibly fight of the year. So it's not too bad. Not a bad fight overall. I mean, Undam, for a dude that got dropped as hard as he did, I'm kind of impressed how well he's come back this round. Wolf, I'm impressed how well he's done. Ron Weasley, if Ron lifted, it was Mexican. It is interesting. I never knew about the amount of Irish genes that are in Mexico. Until I think it was a Joe Rogan podcast where a guy was like, oh yeah, no, like that's why Canelo is a ginger, is because they're, and I was like, oh, I had no idea. Oh yeah, Cisco, this could be fight of the year. Shawn Porter versus Crawford, it could be huge. Shane Mosley claimed that Canelo had similar power to Floyd. Now Canelo has surpassed Floyd. Oh, yeah, astronomical levels. It's not even close. It's not even close. I mean, he's at a different weight level now too, but still. He's really grown. Like, his power. Floyd would suck at volleyball with those brittle hands of his. That was a pretty good round. Double G here is trying to go for big shots. Undam's getting the more sneaky shots, though. So, 29 when he fought Floyd. They didn't meet when Sugar was in his prime, I know. You know. Kenny Bayless. Nothing to see here. He's fine. Let the kid go in there. Oh, 39. Yeah. Sorry. No, I agree. It would have been great to see Sugar versus Floyd at like prime level. That would have been a great fight. We had to do a classic fight night on him. He was, uh-oh. Little bit of rabbit punch in there. Or just holding behind the head, I should say. And Dom's hitting him hard, but it's just... Floyd was 33. That's a great age. At that point, Floyd was fully into his style and really had mastered it really well. Especially because boxers at 33 at that point haven't had like 150 fights like they used to back in the day. Floyd was really smart at that point in his career too. At 33, Floyd was like really like intelligent about his fights and everything like that. He had everything down to a science. Man, and Dom is still fighting back right now. Uh-oh, gets hit a couple times though. Uh-oh. Just as I said that. Double G's hitting him hard. Double G's like, all right, let's go do some work, baby. King, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Nice job right here by Dom to stay alive. They do. Heavyweights definitely have those extra years because the last thing that leaves you is power. For sure. Oh, Excel, what's going on, dude? This turned into a nice little fight, huh? Floyd was in talks of fighting some rando oh no. Oh no. In the Middle East side. Oh God. I hope he doesn't. I hope it's not true. Yeah, less technical. Well, you need less speed. Solid boxing skills are there. You need a good chin. Man, and Dom's eating big shots. Huge shots. Double G here is doing really well. That was a good round. That was a good round. Oh yeah, no, for sure, tall kid. I don't know anything about this. I haven't heard anything about the kid. See, Floyd finally admit that exhibition fight was, yeah, carrying Logan Paul. Knock him out in the first one if he was a real fight. They definitely made sure to make it a decent fight. Dude, if Floyd fights anymore, he's getting crazy, dude. See it more 4-1. Yeah, double G, I think. Yeah. I think that's a fair take, 4-1. So every time Tessitore tries to say Double G's name, he butchers the crap out of it. He butchers it so bad. He tries to roll letters that aren't meant to be rolled. It's just like, it's a mess. Here we go again. Triple G versus Floyd, your thoughts? I mean, the weight difference. The weight difference and power difference is huge. I don't know if that could ever really happen. If you were to shrink down Triple G, I would probably have Floyd winning. If you were to balloon up Floyd, because Floyd's tiny, I think if Floyd maintained the same speed and skills, I'd probably pick him. But Shrek. Mayweather's first started fighting, yeah, crazy KO power at the 130. He didn't carry fight. Yeah, he didn't carry fighters at all when he first started. That's true. Back when he was Pretty Boy. With Pretty Boy, he used to absolutely. And then he turned into money, and his hands were like brittle as hell. And he's like, I gotta stop breaking my hands. And he did a great job, actually. McGregor did a pretty decent job. I mean, he gassed out, but he did pretty decent early on. The physicality. So. Possible knockout on the way here. Double G needs to stop getting cocky. Keep getting these. Only old fighters I want to see retire is, yeah. Hannah Wolf versus Ali's daughter. That's true. I heard about them coming out of retirement, right? All right, 5-1 or 4-2. Yeah. Double G's definitely taking control. Definitely taking control. Man, Shrek, I gotta say, tonight's stream has been going real smooth. I don't know what Sixth Stream did, but whatever they did, it's like they upgraded everything. Maybe they just don't have their servers getting overloaded. Maybe that's it. I don't know. They killed meth. They reported them. Meth overdose. I don't know what it is. Maybe they're just not getting bombarded. I have no idea, but their servers are working really well right now. Bud Crawford wrapping his own hands. I'm shocked at seeing that. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. Reported for piracy. And down the second round because, yeah, I thought it was close. Yeah. At least 2 or 3 rounds. I agree with that, Wolf. Right now in the chat, which has a problem for them. I mean, I never check out their chat whatsoever. OMG, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I never, ever check out their chat. I just make it full screen and just get the hell out of there because their chat, I mean, I've always never trusted chat rooms on that. So, OMG. When you clicked onto the chat, it asked you and told you about how everything works. Normally I'd time you out, but no. We're not putting the fight on because Twitch will immediately take us down. That's the point of having the Discord. I can be charitable once in a while there, Trek. Mostly I'm charitable about it when I don't get absolutely railed with a billion messages. A nickel and a gun one time. Double G right now doing solid work, but you know, I would want him to get Ndam out of here. He's trying to throw huge, heavy shots, but every time he starts throwing big shots, he squares up. Oh. By the way, Captain and Tall Kid, I appreciate the fact you guys are being civil and having a good civil conversation. No, I am not drinking White Claw. I'm drinking a hazy double IPA. Definitely, I've never even tasted White Claw. White Claw. So yeah. Where's Ninja versus Unicorn? I haven't found that in the store by me yet. I'll have to get that and see if I can find that again. That was a good one. It was okay. It wasn't my favorite. It was just good from that store. Like for their selection. I'm surprised we're already in the 7th round. So, Buddy McGirt right here with Double G right now. Double G looks fine. He should be in there trying to... I'm hoping that he's going to turn it up a notch. Yeah, he's absolutely taking over the fight. I don't know, Captain. I think there's a possibility that Jake could possibly beat Fury. And the only reason I say that is because Tommy Fury is a bad boxer. And he's literally fought no one. So there's a chance there. I think it's a fairly 50-50 fight in my opinion. Just when you're dealing with an absolute, I mean, he's fought literally no one. Yeah, I could see that, Captain, but I also say that people overestimate Tommy Fury brutally. I think we could both agree both of them are pretty overrated. So, anywho, I'm just doing a quick check on everything Discord wise, and it's looking great. He's definitely low. He's very low. His opponents have been terrible, but I mean, at this point, most guys at his current position are going to be around that way. Trovo, let me check Trovo. I haven't been on Trovo yet. Well, Shrek. Oh my God. I won't say a word, Shrek. That's funny. His hand, yeah, it's starting to tee off. I think you're right. I think Double G does have a hurt hand. And dude, I'm impressed. I'm really impressed with Ndam. Why they're showing Bud stretch out right now rather than showing and keeping this fight full screen, I will never understand Top Rank. Uh-oh. They stopped the fight. What the fuck? Second fight tonight that they stopped too early. What? I don't understand that. And Dom was doing really well that round. I'm getting scared they're gonna fuck this up too. What the hell? That was early. Look, and Dom's taking some shots here, but he's not getting brutalized. That's ridiculous. That was a bad stoppage. That's the second bad stoppage on this card. I know he was winning that round. I absolutely agree with you, Wolf. Absolutely agree with you. Like, that was bad. That was bad. Because then Dom was doing pretty well overall, surviving even rounds that he was not doing great. And then he was having a good round, like a good comeback round. I'm going to have to stream Hawkeye to get over this, I guess. Double G won, but at what cost? I mean, Double G won, which I think was going to happen possibly, but there was a very clear injury going on with Double G's hand. Like, very clear injury to Double G's hand. And that could have changed everything in that fight. Like, the fight wasn't over. And Dom started to really do some good work. I gotta say, that's some bullshit. What's going on, John? That's some bullshit. That's a second fight tonight that they've stopped premature. Kenny, like, that's a bad take. Yeah, like he had a second wind. I absolutely agree, Wolf. He's 160, which is interesting. Okay. Now we're at co-main. We are co-main now. Dude, could you imagine Bud Crawford fighting with Bradley in a sparring? If work is main start, the main has not started 407. In terms of the main fight, main card has started. So, you gonna write your final prediction? I'm just hoping that they don't delay it too crazy. Oh, Crawford got a little testy there when Timothy Bradley just asked him who's the best fighter in the world, and you know, Crawford said that it's him. He's like, why'd you ask me that? And it's like, well, because, you know, I'm curious what you're going to say. He's like, oh, it's me. Because you're looking at him. And I'm like, I don't know about the best fighter in the world, but Bud's up there in pound for sure. We'll see tonight. We'll see where Bud is once he has this fight. In the 7th. Damn. 407, that is the earliest I've heard someone say they will stop, that Bud will stop Crawford. I'm sorry, Crawford will stop Porter. Because Shawn Porter's pretty mean, but hey, that could happen. I like someone that has a different take. This is they're building it up, but ooh, favorite knockout of the year. Gabe Rosado's might be my favorite. Gabe Rosado's early this year, he might have had my favorite knockout of the year, because it was just like last ditch effort, Hail Mary knockout, and it was so brutal. Like, that was such a good knockout. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Lomachenko's knockout was really, or stoppage, I mean, it was pretty solid. Not the best knockout, though. I mean, there were some good ones this year. I'm trying to think. I think Gabe Rosado's might be my favorite. Like, that was a really, really good knockout. It was just like a really, like, what you'd want in like a video game kind of knockout. What about you, Wolf? Who's had your favorite knockout this year? Oh, well, that's a good one. That was a scary knockout. That was a scary ass knockout. That was a crazy, crazy knockout. Oh, look, they're showing right now Ruiz talked to Bud Crawford about the rules. That's how little, you know. Let's go. Let's move forward, guys. They're stalling so hard right now. Come on. Shrek. Build up their career. They really, low level, especially low level. So Tyrone Woodley counts as kind of a pro boxer for, I'd say so. But honestly, I don't waste my time. I just don't waste my time worrying about that. So, okay. So Shawn, like they're going in full on padding mode. They realize that this next fight, based off of the fact that the last two fights were stopped so early, they need both Shawn Porter and they need Bud to be ready to go at a moment's notice. Now I'll just say this really quick, guys. We can talk about whether or not Jake Paul or you know, Tommy Fury are legit or whatever in their careers. It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter because they're literally going to fight each other next month. We're like a month away from them fighting. So let's just see what happens. Ultimately, it just does not matter. It doesn't matter because they're going to actually fight each other. So. Paid off to lose the. I tall kid. He's not the only one that feels that way or has thought that. And either you can try to debate someone on it or you can just say, look, man, that's how you feel about it. I disagree. Let's move on because, like, otherwise, neither one of you have proof of anything. That's the worst part. You're arguing about something that literally there's zero proof of either way. So it's one of those situations. That was a nasty knockout this year of Freddie Roach boxer. I think yeah. Dude, Valdez versus Bert Schelt was a really good knockout as well. John, that's a great one. I'm on Trovo's front page? What? No way. Let's go, baby. Oh my God, I am on the front page of Trovo. What the fuck? Wow, holy cow. How am I on the front page of Trovo? That's crazy. I'm carrying Trovo right now. Looks like he's already been knocked out. Damn, son. And I thought Trovo hated me. I have no idea if they handpick or what they do. I have no idea how Trovo works in terms of who they pick for their front page, but that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let's see. I have a feeling this is going to be a crazy lopsided fight. They get your center full? Pretty much. That's probably why. Went full playgirl, full spread. Like an angry sheep. Yeah, the stare down. Let's see if he can back it up. Because he's getting pieced up right now. I think I forgot to mention Hawkeye is on Disney Plus this December. Yeah, I got Disney. The family has Disney Plus, so I'll actually be able to see it. Man, this Canadian dude's just getting like tooled on right now. The leopard tighties. You know it, John. Still got like 20-minute drive home. You think, yes, dude, you're good, man. 407, you're good. You won't miss a single thing of the major fight. Fellow Canadians getting styled on. Right now, he's not doing great. He's not doing terrible, but he's not doing great. Guy is on Disney. Yeah, I know, Shrek. Yeah, I don't know if you mentioned it or if ESPN mentioned it enough. Tall kid, can you get me some of that great sweet maple syrup? Uncomfortable when you wore those at elk camp. I need to show the elk who's the real predator. By the way, John, they don't have elk here in Minnesota, but I have a 5 deer limit, so I think that'll pretty much equal 1 elk in terms of like total meat. Man, this dude's getting absolutely hammered right now. Is this a matchup gone wrong? Cherry picking gone wrong, maybe? Volney, dude, is getting wrecked. All right, I'll be right back. All right, back. 407, how many hours a week you work? 40. Pretty typical 40. Right around there. You know, 35, 40 hours. Right now, at least currently. I'm sure that will ramp up right before Chinese New Year. So... Man, Shrek, good way to, you know, protect yourself from slander. Dude, Volney's getting pieced up. I'll tell you what, I haven't seen a lot of Brazilians box. There's not a lot of them that are like well-known like boxers, but this is pretty clear right now. Shrek. 3-minute lag. John, I'm at about 1 minute left in the second round. Beast mode, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Who wins, Pretty Boy Floyd versus Money Floyd? I would say Probably money. If you're asking in a serious manner. All right. Canadian guy is more athletic, and the guy in the green has a better boxing pedigree. I agree with that. He won the silver in the Olympics. You can see it. He's a better boxer. But this will be interesting. He's going to get his jaw broken. Yeah, John. Absolutely. Money was more aggressive, but Floyd had better defense, and I think Floyd would have, outpoint him. I think that's a great take, John, because looking at him, his mouth's pretty wide open right now. It's only still for fairly early rounds. I mean, the only thing I care about for Clarissa Shields is if she fights Marshall. But the dude, Crawford swells up pretty decent for welterweight now at this current age at 34. The only thing I care about for Clarissa Shields is that she actually fights someone decent for once. And that would be Savannah Marshall's the only girl for her to fight. If Clarissa Shields wants to keep that kind of like I'm the GOAT kind of thing, she needs to fight someone that's actually able to fight back. There's nothing worse than Top Rank when they don't freaking do full screen on the fight that's actually happening. They have to show this little behind the scene bullshit. It drives me crazy. It's like no one cares. We're gonna see these guys fight relatively soon. Just give me the fight I'm watching right now. Pacquiao's doing like great in comparison. Volny has just done nothing. To fight Tyson Fury, he said he never know. I didn't plan on going to cruiserweight. I know, we were talking about that. It's so ridiculous. That silly YouTube Disney boxer's name was banned from chat. I banned it briefly because you guys were nonstop. And I just wanted to see if who would notice and if anyone would notice. I'm gonna put it back. It's fine. I didn't know if you guys would notice that. I was wondering how long it would take you guys to notice, because depending on how you guys worded it, it would either be banned or not. So it's unbanned now. Tall kid, by the way. I was like, I don't know. These guys might not notice this for a little while. If Canelo were to fight Fury, oh God, Canelo dies. That's what happens. Fury gets hit to the body a couple times from Canelo, and Canelo, yeah. See, told you, it's all back. And Canelo gets just destroyed by a 275-pound, 6'9", 6'8" freaking Tyson Fury. Although I think it'd be entertaining for a little bit. Volney landed some good shots at the end, though. Yeah. Good little body work from Volney right there. There you go. He's stepping it up a little bit. Falcao's still in this. Still coming forward. Canelo versus Jigs. Stayed mad. Filthy casuals. That's funny. Canelo would get chopped down to the body. Oh, my God. I mean, Tyson Fury would just do that whole thing where he leans on people and puts all his weight on it. Checkmate, liberals. Volney seems to be doing a little bit better. The 100 emoji. I'm not a big fan of the poop emoji. Just not a fan of it. All right, come on. Both these guys are just in the trenches. Okay. Top Ranks piss me off, man. We get it. These guys are getting ready for the fight. I know. I laugh now, I'll cry later. Mate. He would lean his head would go to the negative 100. Dude, it's that crazy lean that Tyson Fury does on people that's just brutal. It's just brutal. I'm just hoping this fight lives up to the hype and it just turns into an all-out war. This could be fight of the year. There's so much potential with this fight. It was a pretty good round. I hope it's not. Oh, I hope it just doesn't turn into a mess. Volney the 4th round. I think that's fair, Wolf. I think that's a fair. I think it's fair. I want to see a knockout. I would love to see a knockout. Canelo could beat Andy Ruiz. If you feel like Canelo could beat Andy Ruiz, I don't know. Current Andy Ruiz or super fat Andy Ruiz? 3-1 Valco. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty solid. Yeah, no early stoppages. Like, solid winner. I agree with that track. I know. They're still showing the damn locker room. Porter has a chance. He has a chance. If, mind you, Bud Crawford hasn't fought an entire year. He's 34. Shawn Porter's 34, but their fighting style is very different. I think that there's a chance. Would I put money on it? No. You know, two-time champion, Shawn Porter. He's not a bum. He's beaten some good fighters. Beat Danny Garcia. Beat Ugas. But he generally wilts to top-level pressure. So. Okay. Can we just talk about something really quick? Can we all have a quick conversation? Can we all agree to just not compare every fucking fight to Hagler Hearn? Can we just stop doing that as a boxing community, comparing Hagler Hearn to any good fight where guys are going at it a little bit? It's one of the most insulting things to do. I'm so sick of hearing, oh, Hagler Hearn, Hagler Hearn. Hagler Hearn at that time was not only a big fight, it was a massive fight. And both guys, although respectfully, told each other, I'm going to take your goddamn head off. And went at it. And just freaking went at it. Willie is the hacker Hearn. Dude, it was, yeah. Minnie, I believe someone I've heard it so many times, and I just heard Joe Tessitore. Legit just say Hagler Hearn in reference to this Porter versus freaking Crawford fight. Shut the fuck up. Stop doing that. Just stop doing that. Like, I'm so sick of that. That fight was a war. It was amazing. We very little times do we get that kind of moment. And then people try to compare everything to it. Has that Hagler energy. Yeah, you gotta get out there like that. I know exactly. Yeah. One of my least favorite things I see constantly is now granted, obviously Shawn Porter put war on the back of his freaking outfit or whatever. That's fine. But like, look, I hate when people immediately compare a young fighter to another fighter. Now, granted, I did that earlier where I was like, this guy's like kind of has a style of Triple G and stuff like that. But I hate when people are like looking at like Shakur Stevenson is like, man, he's the next Floyd Mayweather. It's like, no. I've heard Stevenson get compared to Floyd Mayweather so many times. Here we go. 3-2. I think that, yeah, I agree. Shawn Porter's going to make this an absolute nightmare for Crawford in this fight, early on at least. No, Wolf, you're right. This has turned in. He looks so much more confident right now. He looks so much more confident. Like, worlds different from the opening rounds. Worlds different. So, I mean, I get it. You're trying to sell the fight right now, but come on, man. He is showing up right now. He's actually fighting back, which I like. He went from fighting off the ropes to shelling up and trying to keep the fight a little bit more center. Wolf, you notice that? He's not on the ropes like he was the first round. He's definitely listened to his corner, definitely adjusted and said, okay, I'm going to be a fight off the back foot. I'm going to be a little bit, I mean, I'm still going to be shelling up and defensive, but he's not on the ropes. I'm telling you right now, Shawn Porter's going to take the first couple rounds away from Crawford. I'm telling you right now, it's going to happen. Shrek, clip it. It's going to happen. Shawn Porter's going to take the first couple rounds away from Crawford. I guarantee it. And that's when we'll see Crawford have to go up. And right, Wolf, you see that? He's way more toe-to-toe, way more like, I'm defensive, but I'm not on the ropes, which I like. Out here saying Porter versus Spence was a close fight. I had the Spence winning. I mean, it wasn't a close fight. It was a decent fight in terms of the fact that Porter showed up and made Spence work. Like, that was where we saw Spence like have to go up some levels. Oh my God, that gash is brutal. I had Spence winning that fight, but I mean, he had to work for that fight. Oh, that's a brutal headbutt. That's a bad headbutt. Many people think Porter could have got it if he did not get knocked down at. I mean, I think it was a. If he definitely didn't get knocked down, that would have made a case for it at least. Oh, it was a great fight. It was a great fight. And that's why everyone's excited about this fight. Because now, Dana, we get to do that fun thing that we love to do in boxing, where it's like, this guy now fought this guy and this guy. So that means we can tell who would win in the fight. Kind of like, it's if these two guys fought each other. It's like if fighter A and fighter B fought, then B and C fought. Now we can say what A and C would look like if they fought each other. Dude, I have a feeling right now. Fuck. Oh, that's a bad cut. Bucko, I think, though, realizes the tide's turning right now for this fight too. Adrian Broner, erection pills. Adrian Broner is a definition of what a gas station penis pills would be if they were a person. Oh no. Boxing math never works that way, but we love to do it. We love to do the if fighter A and fighter B fought and then B and C fight, then now we know how A and B are going to be. That's a mean cut. It's not the worst cut I've ever seen, but I will say that Volney in particular was coming on strong. Volney was showing up really strong. If they stop the fight, you know? Oh God. Now I'm getting technical issues. Not now. Come on. Yeah, exactly. That could cause serious problems. I know, Shrek. I know, I'm dealing with it. So it's over. How's that working out, Shrek? I might have to do the same. They did end it. They did give him, dude, you're ahead of me a little bit. That's a little bit of that's a robbery. That headbutt was bad, though. Holy shit. Wolf, you're ahead of me. Wolf, what are you watching it on? That was an accidental. Was it Spence? Is if they say so, and so a better boxer than Spence wants to outbox said boxer. Same with Porter. That Porter was a brawler. Spence wanted to brawl just to show he could. Yeah, I hate that stuff. Oh, they haven't yet. Okay. Okay. You freaked me out for a second. I'm like, oh man, you're way ahead of me. I don't know how you're watching this. I think you're right though, Wolf. I think you're right. Volney definitely lost the opening round, so he could definitely lose this fight. Falcao, I think, is going to get this win. I think they should run it back, though. That's a fight you should definitely run back. Regardless of who wins, they need to run that back. Has anyone even used DraftKings? I've never tried it. People are complaining right now about the fact that literally the commentators won't shut up about Crawford Porter. They don't even care about what's in front of them. Yeah. There you go, John. It is time for that. Main event. They're gonna rob him. They're gonna rob him right here. People are saying that was a very forgettable undercard. I agree with that. I don't think the fight's gonna go the distance. That's the best bet of the night. If you're gonna make a bet on it not going the distance. Going over 10.5. I think that's a safe bet. But still doesn't look super warmed up. Oh my God. We haven't even gotten the co-main. The main is next, yes. And we've probably got at least another 20 minutes of just talk. That was a pretty... Wolf, that was a really solid fight. Like, they need to run that back no matter... If they give it to someone, they have to run that back. Like... I'm on 6 right now, Shrek, and it's working great. Again. I say that now, though. That was sad. Yeah, to end a fight like that, that was actually pretty decent. Go down, cheap Vegas hooker. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Volney. Fakao. Fakao. There you go, Wolf. You called it. Volney got robbed. That's a bad robbery. That sucks. They absolutely need to do a rematch. Okay, you guys ready for about like 20 minutes of like Mark Kriegler freaking promo garbage? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 20 minutes of freaking promo. This is just going to be nonsense. The next Hagler Hearn. Exactly, Minnie. Prime Mike Tyson versus Prime Mike Tyson. Prime Floyd versus Prime Mike Tyson. Oh, come on. This is just going to be so much promotion. Let's go. This is... Let's go. Let's go. Come on, guys. This is the worst part, is it's Top Ranked as the buildup is just so bad. So many friends fight. Yeah, shit. But doubt this will be. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. There'll be no pulled punches in this fight. Was so good. It reminds me of Hagler Hearns. Tall kid. Tall kid. We're so lucky to watch Crawford, Canelo, Fury all in 2 months. That is true. That was a draw. Real Bob Aram just entered into the chat on Discord. I mean on Twitch. Real Bob Aram just entered in. Did you pay for the next Hagler Hearn? That's amazing. That's fucking funny. Oh my god. Aram knows about Twitch. No, but his secretary's probably banging does. Oh my god. Look. We've waited this long. We're not that far away from the main event. We're getting there. We're super close. We're almost there. They might actually delay an hour. They better not. We will rob Porter no matter what. That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. Porter gets trapped. Ref, that's enough. Oh, yeah, that seems about right. I love you, Crawford. Who does Bob love more? Tyson Fury, Bud Crawford, Lomachenko, or Inoue? Reminds me of Hagler Herds. Dude, I'm sorry. That is fucking funny. We'll go 12 rounds. Crawford wins on points. Close decision. That's what I've seen a lot of people say. I think Fury. I think Fury is the golden boy for Bobby. The one person that's on the one problem with this big panel they have here, Joe Tessitore is a salesman. He's a used cars salesman. Timothy Bradley at least was a former fighter. He speaks pretty well, but he shills pretty hard. Mark Kriegler is just about puts me asleep. It's like he reads me a bedtime story every time he says something. And then Max Kellerman is the fucking worst. He's the Chris Mannix. He is the Chris Mannix of the ESPN cast. Fury pays the bills for sure. Oh, shut the fuck up, Mark Kriegler, about Mayweather. Mark Kriegler's the worst. I'm sorry. Maybe he's up there. He's up there. He rivals Max in terms of pushing my buttons. I mean, Nico Ali is our next big thing. Oh, that's awesome. Well, you know, Nico Ali, he has those shorts that were his grandfather's line through Everlast. He has those Everlast Ali shorts, so okay. Five-minute boys. Yeah, let's hope it's 5 minutes. Let's hope it's 5 minutes. I don't believe in fucking timers. You know that. I don't believe in timers. They're Shrek. They're just doing that shit. Another toy. Bob, see, Bob already said it. The real Bob Arum. It's still, dude, it still cracks me up. Marvelous War, yeah. Love Ward as a fighter, but feel his bias sometimes in commentary. Well, Captain, I think that's a fair take. Yeah, he is. He's a little bit biased. He's very biased when it's Shakur Stevenson in particular. But you know, for all the guys out there, he has some pretty good takes. I feel like Andre Ward has some decent takes. You know, fight's gonna be at 12. Oh God, I hope not. No, that's not. I mean, that would be another 40 minutes. So, all the commentary is biased. So, yeah, Andre Ward's like, Dre's pretty legit, and he knows he's pretty smart. Tall kid, you can do whatever you want. Tall kid, you can do whatever you want. All right, Frozen Duck, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Ganja, what's going on, man? We're just about hopefully to see fight of the year. Don't jazz up the anthem, dickheads. Exactly, John. Got Bud on points. I have Bud winning by a late stoppage. No one should be wanting to fight Boots. Everyone should be scared of Boots. I wonder what's in the Discord, real Bob Arrow. I have LeBron winning. I do live the dangerous life. All right. Yeah, I wonder if Top Rank likes lights. That's funny. Talking about the mob. I'm not too worried about him, Booker. It's funny though, Booker. Every kid I knew that's Italian that I grew up with all said that they have connections to the mob. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. Hates epileptic kids, I guess. Nico Ali took a breath. Time to post on Twitter like when Muhammad took a breath. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Hey, what's going on, man? So you're not really excited about this fight? I am. I think it's gonna be fun. Yeah, 407. It wasn't working for me either. That's why I went to 6 stream. This is the next Hagler Herds. Ban him. Oh, that's funny. I don't trust Top Rank with doing this right. I know. I'm telling you, Bob, it's nothing. It's just like, you know, just lingo that the kids say. They're from the south of Italy. Look up Lemon Party. It's a piracy site. Oh God. Mark Davis has had the same haircut since 1973, and it's still terrible to this day. You had one job, man. You had one job, which was just to read the disclaimer about asking for links. The next Hagler Hearns, what's with a... Oh, so the whole joke is that I just literally went off and everyone keeps like all the, you know, commentators keep saying this could be the next Hagler Hearns, and I said, can we fucking stop doing that? Can we stop comparing every single fight to Hagler Hearns? Frank Thomas, I haven't seen Frank Thomas in a long time. Every single fight to Hagler Hearn. It was a one-time deal. It was a major fight. It was awesome. Let's not compare everything to Hagler Hearn. So that's the joke. Dude. Yeah, I kind of like this. Read the chat rules. Please read the chat rules before you comment. Because if you read the chat rules, you don't have to ask for links. That's the beauty of it. The stained glass is kind of cool. Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury has the potential to be the next Hagler Hearns. Gandra, don't even go there. We've already had a conversation about Jake Paul and Tommy Fury tonight. Just go to the Discord, people, if you need help finding and watching the fight. This isn't, hey, look, if I was paying for this fight and I was there live, this is a pretty solid entrance. He should be Top Rank's next big thing. This isn't bad. This isn't a bad, like, entrance. This is a big fight, you know. Doesn't have weird dudes dancing like Tyson Fury, but, you know. Chick rapping. I don't know who she is. Better than Fury's. Fury's was pretty crazy. It was just a little bit much. Tyson's had some really good ring walks. That was not his best. She can't rap. Can these commentators shut the fuck up? But to fire them? Keep announcing people in the ring. I mean... I'm just so happy. Better than Plants. Plants was terrible. No, that's a great take, actually. Plants was a fucking dumpster fire of an intro. No, you can't hear her at all. It's not meant for you unless you're there. If you're there, you can probably hear it. Just like his performance. All right. Went Rocky mode. and still lost. Rocky lost in the first fight. Rocky lost in the first fight. Rocky lost against Mr. T. Kind of, yeah, the crowd's not super amped up. Let's see if they get a little bit more amped up for Bud. I'm a little unimpressed by the crowd. Yeah, the crowd should be a little bit louder. This is actually a really good one. Okay, so here's the pre-fight. I mean, pre-song to him actually walking for the, you know. Nothing wrong with picking LL Cool J. Oh, dude, Porter's super likable. I've never listened to his podcast, actually. And I've actually thought about taking the Wednesday night, like, boxing news that stream I do and making it a podcast, basically. Just taking our live stream and just taking the audio and making that part just purely. Wow, Bud's walking alone. 40% full, to be honest, though. It seems okay. It seems okay. No. I wouldn't edit out the chat at all. Just leave it. It seems like there's a decent amount of people in the. I don't think it's 100% sold out. But I think it's pretty decently packed. Crawford's was a way more straightforward entrance. Way more straightforward entrance. Where's Big E? All right. Let's go! Come on, Jimmy. Let's go, baby. Yeah, kind of a weird dynamic. Okay, Killen. Can't be asking for links. Go to the Discord. It has everything. Or pair. Exactly, Bob. Or purchase pay-per-view. Oh God. Can I just say, can we get some new people to be announcers and everything else in this? Okay. There is a Discord. It's literally the command for that. Don't ask for how to watch it for free, because that's literally something you have to agree on to be in the chat. Please make sure to follow the rules. And if you read that stuff, you don't have to worry about that stuff. Or go to Argentina. Exactly. You had one job. Just read I have like 2 things. I literally have 2 things that you have to agree to be in chat on Twitch. It's like 2 things. Like, be polite and don't ask for links. That's it. There. Made it even more clear. Hopefully we don't get any more. It's just like, come on, guys. It's pretty good podcast. Everyone from Omaha must have showed up to the boob, to the port. Oh my God. No witness. Have you heard the rumors Canelo's moving up to heavyweight? It's not going to happen. Cruiserweight, yes. There's a easy fight for him at cruiserweight, or I should say a more accessible fight at cruiserweight. Heavyweight, no way. He'd get crushed. Cruiserweight, there's a guy there that's easy pickings. Okay, boys, let's fucking go. It's nights like this that I wish I had subs so that way I could do sub-only chat too on Twitch. So that way at least they have to pay me to ask for a link. Okay, here we go. Does well sparring heavyweights? Sure. Just ban them after they pay. Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Oh, Ernie, how's it going, man? 10-minute followers only. There you go. Shawn Porter's gonna come out fast. Ernie, check your DMs on Twitch. Bud is not interested in big money fights because he has to move around in the division. Bud Ramo is upset with him because it's a hard time promoting his fights. Yeah, he doesn't do a great job promoting it. Crawford is gonna have to deal with this early onslaught. This is exactly what I expected. Exactly what I expected. Killing, it's in your DMs. Porter's always super active, especially early on. He has the aggression. He knows that he can steal some early rounds from Bud. Bud starts slower. Bud's getting timing. He's going to be fighting off the back foot to start. It's just how it always works. I have the opposite problem, Shrek. Might just be my internet, though. I want Porter to win purely just from the sense that, like, he's an underdog. It'd be great to see him a 3-time champion. He's very likable. Nothing against Bud, though. Crawford right now is feeling out. Shawn Porter's a very fast starter right now. Very fast starter. So for round one, this is exactly what I expected. I expected Shawn Porter to look really good the first rounds and steal these from Crawford. You think Crawford will switch southpaw? He just went southpaw momentarily, and now he went back to orthodox. I think he'll do what he can until probably the 4th or 5th round, then change it up maybe a little bit. Of a 90s boxer, yeah. Porter's like stacked. Good round. Porter easily wins that first round. Frank Thomas, dude. Anyone know Frank Thomas? I fucking love Frank Thomas back in the day. Josh Taylor is here. Here we go. To win, but probably Crawford will. I think Crawford should win. Maurice Hooker had a hot minute and then got knocked out a couple times. Oh, Fernando Vargas is here. Shakur Stevenson. I would expect that. Yes, he is. And then Jamel Herring's here too. Is very smart and economic. Yes, he is. Dude, he's really good about that. Porter likes to bang. Yep. Great take. This should be very interesting. Dude, Robin. That's a great take. Dude, Robindale Fitness. Primo take. This is what I expected. Porter's going to steal some of these early rounds. Bud's going to come on stronger. Make some changes, make some adaptions. Dude, Porter's if you don't think Porter is a solid boxer, like this is a great fight, because for him, the big thing that goes into this fight that's a good thing for Porter is that Bud's been out of the ring for about a year. It's not like Shawn Porter's going in and this is another fight after having a warm-up fight for Bud. This is his only fight this year from Bud Crawford. There's some ring rust there. There's going to be a little bit more, trying to feel things out, trying to get timing, everything else. And Shawn Porter can capitalize on that a little bit. Bud with a nice lead right there with that right hand. He's doing a good job trying to... Oh, good right hand from Shawn Porter, though. Shawn Porter just landed a beautiful right hand. I bet on Crawford to win by TKO. Oh, yeah, KO. Hope it hits. Dude, I have that too for a late stoppage. I used to spar Shawn Porter back in the day. Holy shit, that'd be awesome. Or I should say, it would be awesome to say that you've done that, but that'd be really frustrating because he's a frustrating guy to fight. Right now, Shawn Porter's doing really well. Good exchange. Shawn Porter. Oh, Crawford's landing some of those good shots. Porter's willing to engage, though. Oh, my God, this is getting good. Bud got tagged and Porter got tagged. This is getting good. He is nonstop. Yeah. That's exactly what I would expect from Shawn. That's why I say, it's cool that you can say it, but tough to actually do it. Good round so far. This round is being a fantastic round. Crawford's starting to get his timing a little bit, starting to feel it a little bit more, but Porter's definitely winning this round so far. Porter definitely took that second round. Pretty much what I expected. We've got to fight. Exactly. I love Wolf's enthusiasm, by the way. Yeah, zero body work, basically. That's a good point. We check out the Discord's doing right now. Running great. Running like a champ right now. He is, yeah. I guarantee that Kenny is very intense. I guarantee Kenny Porter's very, very intense. I I believe that. I think Porter so far has done exactly what I expected. But Bud, I think, is going to start getting his range these next couple rounds. The counter punching, the watch for looping, whipping hooks from Bud Crawford pretty soon. This has been a good fight so far. Oh, you got to love Porter style. Shawn Porter is must-see TV. You got to watch Shawn Porter fights. Whether you like, no matter who he fights, you have to watch a Shawn Porter fight. The guy's never boring. I'll put it that way. He's never boring. Oh, I bet Kenny seems like he'd be just super intense. Like all those boxing dads, actually. Porter does like to lunge. That will be the problem for him, because once Bud gets that timing, notice how Porter's a little bit more on the back foot. Porter loses focus sometimes. He does. He gets a little bit excited. Little bulldozer pushes people around. Yeah, he is. And he's just not afraid to get hit. Shawn Porter has taken some of the biggest shots from the... Oh! Good shot right there from Shawn Porter. Bud's looking a little turnt right now. Oh, baby! Is Porter cut? Bud's like, yeah, that was a good shot. You landed something nice. Oh, yeah, you're right. Right eye of Porter looks a little bit cut. Thankfully, it's on the side. Bud just ate some good shots. Bud's trying to come in now, trying to be cocky, but he sees that blood. I think see that looping hook that Bud tried to land? Porter ducked underneath it, like beautifully worked. Trip, no big deal. I think Crawford realizes he's going to give up this third round right now. Crawford's going to give up this third round. Yep, that's 3 rounds for Porter. This is pretty much what I expected. Pretty much exactly what I expected. Yes, it is. It probably is by now. That's why we have links in the Discord. Cut's not great. It's not the worst, but it's not great. So, it's fun. Yeah, dude, to watch. I thought you'd like that, Cisco. He's not very smooth. Am I wrong? He's not. He's not a smooth operator. He's very aggressive though. And that's what makes him fun. Oh, that was a headbutt that caused that cut. Everything's in Discord. Bud Crawford always, I'm not surprised he gave up these opening rounds though. Muscle Crawford around, yeah. But Crawford's looking strong. I mean, Crawford's looking very strong in their clinches. This is where we're gonna see, oh, another good shot. Shawn Porter, this is getting really good, man. Good little take from Andre Ward right there. Nice body shot. Yep. This is turning into a good fight though. Really good body shot right there from Crawford. Straight body shot. There we go. You see the difference now? Crawford's starting to go up those levels. Don't ask for links in my chat. You literally agreed to that to be in my freaking chat. If you literally read the rules, you'd literally just have everything you need. Ooh. Bud didn't get hurt, but good straight right hand from Porter. Both guys are looking pretty good right now. Shawn Porter's looking pretty good. You love Crawford's taunts. Crawford's a very confident man. Sneak attack from Shawn Porter. This round's going to be a big one because this is where I want to see Bud start to like kick it up a notch. Only thing this fight needs is a perfect 10 would be inside the ring. Yeah. I'm ahead of you in the 4th round. I got Porter winning. It's also, yeah. I have Porter winning all 4 rounds right now. About 10 seconds left. And Porter has just won this round again. That's a tough round. That's a tough round. I would probably give it to Porter just slightly. I like the aggression. I'm going to pee really super fast. I'll be right back. All right. I have 4 rounds for Porter right now. Bud is where this is where I think that Bud should be coming on pretty strong. They're very close rounds. Look, I'm not going to hate you if you give that last round to Crawford. That's a really good round. Yep, Andre Ward gave it the last round to Crawford. This is getting nasty. This is exactly what Shawn Porter wants. Shawn Porter is doing exactly what I thought he would. Andre Ward's card's pretty solid, though. Look, I'm not going to argue about the last round. That's a good round. This is where Bud should be shining, though. Starting to come on pretty strong. I mean, this kind of aggression, this kind of like holding, wrestling, keeping the punches short and simple on the inside. This is not what I wanted to see from Bud Crawford. I want to see, this is what you want to see if you want Shawn Porter to win. Shawn Porter is winning this fight right now, this round, because he's doing exactly what he should. This is looking really good for Shawn Porter. Can he keep this up for the entire fight? I have no idea. Terrence can smile all he wants. He's going to lose this round right now. Yeah, and Dre just agreed with me. Like, you can smile and be cute about all that and cheeky and shit, but like, you're going to lose another round. And now we're getting to the point where you need to turn it on if you're Bud Crawford. I don't think he blocked there was some that got through, especially the uppercuts landed a little bit, but not like solid shots. It still looks really bad when you're getting absolutely mauled. And you can't land like he just didn't. Let's see if he can land something big. Bud's trying. Yeah. That's a 4-1. I would definitely say that's no debate. That's a Shawn Porter round. 4-1 or 5 up. This is where we need to see it change. Okay, look. If you're a true believer in Bud Crawford, this is where you see the change. This is where you start to see him make adjustments. If you're a big Bud Crawford fan, I'm just going to tell you right now, don't get scared. Trust the process. And this is where Bud is a smart fighter. He's going to make changes and try to get the timing perfect. But if you're a Shawn Porter fan and you want him to win, you're saying, do the same thing all over again, baby. Do the exact same thing all over again. Because Shawn Porter's doing a good job, but Bud Crawford lands a really nice left hand. Yeah, if you're a Crawford fan, you're feeling pretty good at the start of this round right now. This is a good. This is exactly what you expect to see from Bud Crawford. This is a really good round so far for Bud Crawford. Like, this is a war of attrition. G-Fig, what's going on, man? 12 rounds like this, yeah, I think someone's gonna go down. I think that's was my guess. But hoping Porter gets gassed out. Yeah. This is where you think that you want to see some of those skills, though, come into play with Crawford. He's doing a good round, like really solid start of this round. Now, there's still more than half the round left. Crawford will get Porter coming, yep. Especially if Crawford can time those lunging punches from Porter. That was a good, solid, straight left hand. Someone asked me earlier in chat when I thought Crawford would switch over to be, you know, a southpaw compared to orthodox. Yeah, right around this time is pretty much what I guessed. Uh-oh, I don't like this. Oh, there's a cut. Okay. Each boy is cut. I think that Shawn's is worse. Man. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you that. I'll just say this. Regardless who wins, you cannot give rounds away to fighters like Crawford is doing right now. I think later on we're gonna see that this is a problem if he fights someone that can have the stamina to push him this entire time. Shawn Porter is an app. This is why in my fight prediction video on YouTube, I literally said, like, Shawn Porter's a nightmare to fight. He's an absolute nightmare to fight. Like, yeah, he's a pit bull. He's unbelievable nonstop. Yeah, you don't take a year off and then fight Shawn Porter and think it's going to be easy. Shawn Porter's never lost a fight where it's been like easy win. Like you had to earn it. 12 rounds of nonstop high level boxing. I think that round probably went to Crawford. But it was a good round. Like, really good round. We're 5 away, by the way, on Twitch from hitting 900 followers. 5 away. Just saying. If you have a Twitch account, pop on over. 48, 46 Porter. Missed out on a couple rounds, though. Oh, Minnie. It's been good. It's been really good fight. Who hasn't Porter cut? I mean, yeah, pretty much. Shawn Porter's, yeah. That's pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate. Porter's got a great chin. He's taken everything from everyone. You're not going to just knock him out. You got to break him down. I'm really questioning my prediction of Porter getting stopped late now because he's looking this good into the 7th round. And my goodness. 4-2 is fair. I think that's very fair. If you're a Bud Crawford fan, you're not sitting easy right now. Bud needs to take some rounds. He's game to fight anyone. Dude, great take. That's my favorite thing about Shawn Porter. He's literally fought everyone other than these young guns like Virgil Ortiz or Boots Ennis. He's literally fought like everyone. Everyone. Turn to Buddy. Yeah, if he loses this round, I mean, this is a bad situation. In my fight prediction, I gave 2 scenarios that happen. I gave 2 scenarios. One was Shawn Porter takes the early rounds, and then Bud Crawford tries to raise the level. Shawn Porter meets him and is comfortable on the inside, and then wins the fight by decision. That was one of the things that I thought could happen. One of the 2 things. My second one was that Shawn Porter steals some early rounds, then Bud Crawford makes adjustments, and then can break down Shawn Porter and stops him late. That's the one I thought would most likely happen. But I literally said this could happen. So I thought it's either Bud's going to win by stoppage or Shawn Porter's going to win by decision. If he gets comfortable on the inside. If he can make a home on the inside, it's a problem. It's a real problem right now for Bud. Bud's eating some good shots. Every time Bud lands one good jab, Shawn Porter lands 2 good shots. This round at least. You can even hear the commentary team being like, "Oh, Shawn Porter has some of the best cardio in the game." Every time. And if you don't follow Shawn Porter on social media, I highly recommend it. He's a really entertaining guy. They ain't playing. Most unfriendly fight of friends I can remember. Exactly. There's no love here. Bud, you can smile all you want. All you want, Bud. You just gave away another round. Good little 1-2 at the end. Oh, 7-1. Ooh, 7-1 underdog. I would take that all day. Fuck that. Get out of here with that bullshit, Max. It's not odd even at all. It's 2 rounds. I have maybe 2 rounds max right now for Crawford. It's 5-2. Yeah, 5-2 is the right thing. Everyone in chat that's saying 5-2 is right. Absolutely. John 5-2, Wolf 5-2. Yep. If you have it any other way, I have a problem with it. I have a problem with it. Yeah. No, they're both looking great. Porter's winning right now. This is a great example of why Shawn Porter is such a problem. They better not rob Shawn Porter. If they fucking rob Shawn Porter on this fight, I'm going to be pissed. Oh, Bud Crawford lands some great shots. Crawford did a great job starting this round. Nice start to this round for Bud. Bud's landing some huge shots. Good combination from Bud. And new, let's see. Crawford's winning this round so far, but we're not even 1/3 into it. I have to disagree with the card from... I have to disagree with that card. I have 2 rounds total for Bud. No, he didn't win round 7. He did not win round 7. Definitely didn't win round 7. I know, Wolf. I know. It's not accurate, but you know. So far, I have Crawford winning this round. Round 77 was won by Jorge Masvidal. Right now, both guys look great, by the way. Both guys look super active, super fresh. Got their heavy bias going on. Very heavy bias. Not as bad as the UK, but still pretty heavy. Ooh, good shot from Shawn Porter. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Bud might be a little bit hurt here. Uh-oh. Crawford just ate 2 big right hands. Oh, he almost ate a 3rd one. That overhand right from freaking Shawn Porter's finding a home. Oh, I like Porter's pressure too, man. Porter, dude, I have to say, I cannot stress this enough. Shawn Porter is a phenomenal boxer. I love watching him fight. Crawford's hurt. Good body work right there from Crawford. But seems like he's okay. This is just a real back and forth round. I think Crawford's going to steal this round right now. I think Crawford's going to steal this round. Okay. Round 8. I have that pretty close. That's really close because Crawford did really well at the very beginning. 5-3 Porter. Yeah. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at too, John. 10-9 Porter. I still have Porter definitely winning, but that was a closer round. Closer round. It got... Actually, that's a huge swing round. Huge swing round. Keep stealing these rounds. I mean, Porter's really good at not fighting at the beginning or the end. He fights the entire round. This is a really good fight. Really good fight. By the way, 407, are you in the Discord at all? Bud Crawford needs to really steal these last rounds. Yeah, it's been a great fight, not just good. 407, are you in Discord, by the way? But it said stream ended. Go down below, 407, and go to the Discord. Make sure you let me know what your name is in there. Let's see. This is getting close. Round 9. Shawn Porter coming on strong here at the end of the, 2/3 of the round left. Okay. Bob's in shambles. I mean, if you're Bob and you want to get rid of Crawford, this is a good round. Oh, good shots from Shawn Porter. Yeah, I agree. They're slowing down this round a little bit. Taking some time. We got about 35 seconds left. Crawford is now a fight-by-fight under contract with Top Rank, from what I understand. I don't know how you score this round. Clinch more if you're Porter to win, yeah. Don't allow Bud to do that like you just did. (6-3) Porter, I'm seeing. That was a really good round. Crawford round. (407), check out the Discord really quick. I mean, oh, Shawn Porter goes down. Oh, no. Uh-oh. That's a problem. Crawford got Porter down again. Wow, this is coming on a little bit late. What? Fuck that. No. 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 Why did you stop the fight? No, your son was winning the fucking fight. Although the 2 knockdowns, maybe not, but. Oh, fuck. Dude, you gotta be fucking kidding me. No way. Did they just stop this fight? I'll tell you this much. People are gonna be fucking livid. Oh my God. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Your son's winning the fight. Even if with the knockdowns, he could have still won. Oh my God. Now, granted, I had Bud Crawford stopping him late. So this means my prediction's fucking right. And I'm still pissed. I literally predicted the fight. I literally predicted that, like, the fight, like, that Shawn Porter was going to stop him late. But, oh my God, I can't believe they stopped that fucking fight. If I'm Shawn Porter, I'm pissed. His dad's going to have some explaining to do. Absolutely, dude. Oh no. That's sad. And the only reason I'm acting like this is because I thought Crawford was going to be way more dominant for a large portion of the fight. And he wasn't. And then Bud did exactly what I hoped he would do, but sooner. And Shawn went down twice. He definitely looked hurt. Bud timed him beautifully. Yeah, he got him coming in. Oh, beautiful shot. That was a great right hand from Bud Crawford. Holy shit, that was a great right hand from Bud Crawford. And look, Shawn Porter, you could tell, is pissed. He just got knocked down again. And then look at this. Hold on. Shawn looks a little bit wobbly, but not too bad. Oh, man. The fact is, Dad did that to him. I'm so disappointed in Kenny Porter right now. Shawn Porter, you know, would have went back out there. I'm so disappointed right now. I called it too, John. I literally called it. I literally said that I thought Crawford would win in late rounds, but not like this. That sucks. Even if I called it, it still sucks. Yeah, he was winning, but in a second it can change. Like I said, I have this like weird like I have this weird like I'm happy I called this, but weird that I'm like I fucking wanted to see it. I just wanted to see it. I just wanted to see another round from Shawn Porter. I'll tell you this much. Bud Crawford gave up a lot of rounds. Bud gave up a lot of rounds to Shawn Porter. Earl Spence in the crowd, baby. I think Earl's looking there like, I could beat him. Oh, man. Joe Tessitore suck a dick. I hate Joe Tessitore. Talking like Earl Spence saw enough and then was like, okay, I don't want to deal with that. Shut the fuck up, man. Oh, don't worry. By the way, Dana, everyone, if you're new at all, go to the Discord. I will have the scoring of the card. I'll have the actual official card. I'll find it on Twitter or on social media. I will post it in Discord so you can see exactly how the score was by the judges. Porter is going to turn into a gatekeeper fighter. Well, you know, to your point, I think that's a good take. I said that after this fight, you better believe that Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz are going to call out Shawn Porter. They absolutely want to call out Shawn Porter after this. I'm seeing people are not happy about this on Twitter right now. Ortiz versus Porter would be a fun to see. Dude, it'd be super good to see. It would be a great fight. It would be a really, really, really good fight, I think. I think that we got some solid talent there. Thanks, John. Have a good one. Enjoy that cigar and bourbon, buddy. That fight was way too competitive to end it like that. I agree. It doesn't feel right. That 100%. I know, Twitter, no one's happy on Twitter. By the way, I see there's some new people in the chat. If you're new to the channel, we do live streams on Wednesday for boxing news, where we cover all the news for the week. Friday, we do classic fight night where we watch literally like Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, like all the greats, Mike Tyson and everything like that. And I put it actually on the screen so you can watch it with us. And then on Saturday, we either watch boxing or MMA, depending on what's bigger and what's going on. It's going to be boxing for a while because we have a lot of good fights going on. But thanks for stopping by the channel if you're new. I see there's some new people in chat. I really appreciate you guys being here and hopefully hanging out and giving your opinion. I love that. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed being here and having fun with the stream. And hopefully we'll see you again because it's a lot of fun talking about all the stuff that's going on in this sport. It gets crazy. We don't always agree with it. We have some fun about it. You know. His dad knows him better than anyone. If he stops the fight, then it's the right moment to stop it. That's a decent take. I would say that Kenny Porter's not someone that's... He's not someone that's going to just throw in the towel. Look, even after this fight, I still love Shawn Porter. Still love Shawn Porter. Could have gotten seriously injured. Maybe his dad saw something he just didn't like. Because it's not like ever do Cooney versus Holmes. We haven't done that one. Holmes. So normally what I do is I like to do pick a fighter and we just watch their best fights. So we've watched Tyson, Holyfield, Lennox Lewis. We've watched Chavez. Oh, we haven't watched Chavez yet, but we've watched Sweet Pea, and then we've watched Manny Pacquiao. We're at like episode 15 or something of Classic Fight Night. But you can always make suggestions, and we will absolutely, try to get those fights in. If you're not part of the Discord, I highly recommend joining the Discord where we have everything there. We talk boxing all the time, but we talk about whatever you guys are interested in, a certain video game or whatever, especially if you're like into, the latest and greatest video games that come out. We always talk about that too. So join that. A lot of fun. If you're on YouTube, it's down in the description. I felt like with a fight that close, it was a little bit early, but that was a good fight, though. Oh, we do every fight. Literally every single fight. We're doing the Tio fight. We're doing every fight. We're doing Jake Paul fights. We do everything. So, if you enjoy watching any kind of major combat, like boxing's primary, MMA if we don't have anything going on with boxing. So, but we are stacked actually for the next couple weeks for boxing. Boxing's absolutely amazing right now. I don't think Porter was yeah. I thought this was gonna go 12 rounds. It was sad when HBO quit. Oh, hurt my heart, dude. I have DAZN right now for sure. I think Bud made a statement. This is a statement fight, man. This was a total statement fight. I do have to pee super quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so let's have a little quick conversation. Cisco, thank you so much, man. Hopefully you had a good time, man, and enjoyed the fights. I told you it would be a good fight. Wasn't Hagler Hearns, but you know. All right, so good fight overall. Very good fight. Very good fight. G-Fig, dude, great having you here, man. So, really, really, really good fight. I think it's fair to say that you would have loved to have seen Shawn Porter try to continue. If he didn't, his dad made the decision. You know, it happens. So with that said, you know, hopefully you had fun. Like I said, we'll be live on Wednesday. Let's see what we got going on next week. I believe we have a good fight next week, even with the holidays. If I don't get to say it to you, I believe we'll stream on Wednesday, even though it is a holiday going on the next day. If I don't get to see you, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. We'll be live though Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, as always. So yes, next weekend we have Lopez versus Gambosis fight. So should be fun. Great having you here, guys. If you're on Twitch, just give me one more second. We're gonna do a quick raid. Go say hi. Say hi from Glove Talk. It was great having you guys here. Hopefully I'll see you again. If you're not on that, if you're on a different platform, I will see you guys later. I'll see you guys on Wednesday, and we can have some conversations more a little bit, probably watch a little bit more and see what's going on with news. But guys, enjoy this next week. It's going to be holiday, Thanksgiving. Hopefully you see your families, have a good time, and I will talk to you guys later.